Jaguars to play starters, including rookie Travis Hunter, in preseason opener against the Steelers. Jacksonville, Florida, AP. Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter will make his professional debut playing both sides of the ball. Jacksonville Jaguars coach Liam Coen said Thursday that Hunter and most of the team's other starters will play in their preseason opener against Pittsburgh on Saturday night. "Everybody's going to play in this game," Coen said. "A lot of the guys want to play. 2 new systems on both sides of the ball. You can do whatever you want, but everything leans that way in probably being the best thing for our team right now." The Steelers have not announced whether they will play any starters. Coen said he planned to connect with Pittsburgh coach Mike Tomlin later Thursday to share his plan. Coen said quarterback Trevor Lawrence, center Robert Hainsey, and others expressed a desire to be on the field in at least the first preseason game. Lawrence hasn't taken a snap in a live ball situation since sustaining a concussion against Houston in early December. He had season-ending shoulder surgery soon thereafter. "I'll be excited to get back out there," Lawrence said. "It's been a while, so anytime you can play, even preseason, it means something to get on that field." Lawrence is learning his third offensive system in 5 NFL seasons and has 2 new receivers, including Hunter, as well as 2 new offensive line starters. The Jaguars even have several new faces on defense too. "All of that is kind of what points to playing," Coen said. "Look, if we had 3 joint practices and 2 days of work within each of those joints, we probably wouldn't be playing starters. That's just kind of where we're at. We've got to go and probably take advantage of these opportunities." All eyes will be on Lawrence and Hunter, who is trying to become the most diverse player in NFL history. The former Colorado star and the 2nd overall pick in the NFL draft is penciled in as a starting slot receiver and a backup cornerback in Jacksonville. Hunter started switching sides of the ball in practice last week, the latest expansion of his dual role. "He wants to prove people wrong," fellow cornerback Jordan Lewis said. "I feel like that's the type of mindset you have to go and be awesome and a competitor out here. Of course he has all the skill sets, but I think it's the mental aspect of it that makes him different. He's going to show you. He's going to try to do it tenfold and put his best foot forward doing both things, and whatever they ask him to do, he's going to do it at full speed. Like I said, his mental fortitude for it is unmatched." The August sun beat down on the Jacksonville Jaguars practice field, but the heat was nothing compared to the anticipation building in the air. Training camp had been a war of sweat, grit, and relentless repetition, and now, the first test loomed just days away, the preseason opener against the Pittsburgh Steelers. For most NFL teams, the first preseason game is a low-stakes tune-up, a chance for second-stringers and hopeful free agents to showcase themselves while the stars rest comfortably on the sidelines. But in Jacksonville this year, head coach Doug Peterson had a different script in mind. This time, the big guns were coming out from the very first whistle. Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen, Christian Kirk, and yes, the rookie phenom who had been the talk of camp, Travis Hunter. Hunter, the number 1 overall pick in April's draft, had arrived in Jacksonville with expectations higher than the stadium's upper deck. At Colorado, he'd done the unthinkable, excelling as both a shutdown corner and a dynamic wide receiver. That rare two-way skill set made him a unicorn in modern football, and the Jaguars had no intention of letting his talents gather dust on the bench. "I don't care if it's preseason, I'm ready to go," Hunter told reporters after Thursday's practice, his grin wide and his eyes lit with adrenaline. "You only get one first game in the NFL. I'm gonna make it count." The Peterson gamble. Peterson's decision to play his starters wasn't just about giving fans a show, it was about setting a tone. "Last year, we waited too long to get in rhythm," the coach explained in a press conference. "This season, we want to hit the ground running. That means starters get live reps early." For Lawrence, now entering his 4th season and fresh off leading Jacksonville to the playoffs, this opener was more than a warm-up. It was a statement that the Jaguars were no longer an up-and-coming team, they were contenders. The offense had a new layer of explosiveness with Hunter in the mix, and Peterson wanted the chemistry between QB1 and his rookie weapon to start building immediately. The plan? Hunter would see snaps on both sides of the ball. At corner, he'd match up against the Steelers' speedy receivers, testing his instincts against NFL-level route runners. On offense, he'd be sprinkled into a mix of deep shots, crossing routes, and maybe even a trick play or two. Steel curtain versus new blood. Of course, the Steelers weren't coming to Jacksonville to be a backdrop for the Hunter Lawrence show. Pittsburgh's defense, even in preseason form, carried its trademark edge, with veterans like T.J. Watt and Minkah Fitzpatrick setting the tone. For Hunter, it would be a baptism by fire. "That's the kind of challenge I want," he said. "You don't get better playing against soft competition. If I can go toe-to-toe with some of the best in the league, it's gonna speed up my growth." Hunter's teammates had been equally impressed with his mindset. Christian Kirk, the Jaguars' top wideout, admitted that the rookie had pushed him in practice in ways he didn't expect. "He's got that competitive dog in him," Kirk said. "Doesn't matter if it's one-on-one drills or a team period, he's going 110% every rep." The city buzz. In downtown Jacksonville, sports bars and coffee shops hummed with preseason chatter. For a city that had endured long years of rebuilding and heartbreak, the Jaguars' rise in recent seasons had reignited hope. Fans weren't just excited about winning games. They were excited about how the team was winning them. The offense was dynamic, the defense opportunistic, and the roster was filled with personalities that connected with the community. Hunter's arrival had only poured fuel on that fire. His highlight reel plays in training camp, a leaping interception against Lawrence, a diving catch over Tyson Campbell, had already gone viral on social media. Season ticket sales had spiked, and the team shop could barely keep Hunter jerseys in stock. One lifelong fan, wearing a vintage Fred Taylor jersey, summed it up outside Everbank Stadium: "We've been waiting for this. The Jaguars are for real, and Hunter's the kind of player who can make us a championship team." Preseason stakes. It might be August, but for the players fighting for roster spots, this game was the Super Bowl. Every snap mattered. And for the starters, it was about sharpening steel with steel, testing schemes, building chemistry, and laying the groundwork for September's regular season grind. Lawrence wasn't taking the game lightly. "We're not out there to just go through the motions," he said. "We want to start fast, be efficient, and show that we can execute no matter the situation." And for a guy like Travis, it's a great chance to get that first NFL feel. Hunter, for his part, was already visualizing the game.